Hello catties, yes that's how I have chosen to call you. You can finally put an end to your suffering by knowing how this story will end. You should know that I will take an indefinite break after this video. I have some ideas to publish but I don't feel so good to do them, so until next time. I have nothing more to say, so let's begin. Disclaimer. All characters belong to haikyuu and these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Present day the practice ended better than I thought it would, but that didn't mean it had been good either. Tanaka and Nishinoya had still managed to bother him by asking him what was wrong and demanding to know why he was acting distant. His friends had stopped apologizing but still had those almost pitiful looks on their faces. His head wanted to explode. He would have to make sure to withdraw his tutoring from his friends later. Before taking a good medication, he had to make sure that Kyoko would listen to him this time. Kyoko Ennoshita had miscalculated the time to call her, but he had to do it anyway before she ended up ruining everything with Tanaka. He could deal with Tanaka's interrogation later. Sorry Tanaka, I need to talk to Ennoshita first. They moved a few steps out of Tanaka's sight. I don't want to give you another lecture on why you shouldn't reject him. But this is ridiculous. I know you don't understand, Kyoko. I don't know when having unrequited love became something to feel pity for. I don't need others to keep apologizing as if it were their fault. God, it's not even Tanaka's fault. Tanaka is the straightest person, I have no chance with him. And even if he wasn't, he only loves you. So just take the shot. No one can make you as happy as he can, and he's happy with just breathing next to you. You'll be alright together. I was only his temporary companion for a few weeks, even now that's over, so I have nothing to do. That's fine, that's just the way it is, I'll just leave now. Tanaka looked at him suspiciously as he walked past. I hope he doesn't ask about this later. Tanaka and Nishinoya private messages. Brew, you won't believe it, in seconds your mind be blown just like mine. Brew KWM0OKXOW, SLQ, take your lips off your boyfriend for a minute, so I can panic. Nishinoya is online. Brew, I was having the hottest snog of my life. Weary, you must have had a good reason for interrupting it. Cooking knife, I think I know why Ennoshita is acting oddly. Did he say anything? Is he a spy? Or a serial killer? Not quite, I am losing interest. You just didn't see the way he was talking to Kyoko in practice. Kyoko looked a little nervous, but in the end she totally changed and even said we would talk later. So why are you complaining? What does it matter if they talked? At the end Kyoko talked to you again because they talked again after practicing. I'm not exaggerating, bro. Both looked quite pissed off. Especially Ennoshita, and although Kyoko talked to me after that, she didn't say anything about why she had insisted on just being friends. She just brushed it off and said we could go back to the possibility of a relationship. I see your suspicions, but I don't understand what it has to do with Ennoshita acting weird. You'll have to be clearer or let me get back to my smooching. Point is, I think he somehow likes Kyoko, and because he has feelings for her he was upset when I asked him for help last week and would explain why he doesn't want to be near me. And if Kyoko knows that's why she started refusing to be with me, it would also explain why they were arguing during practice. NXJIWMKXS, LOK, I'm going to have to stop you there. He can, like Kyoko. Dude, Ennoshita likes guys again, How do you know? Did he tell you anything? He doesn't have to, unlike you, I have a gaydar. And believe me, Ennoshita is far from being interested in women. If he is not interested, then it makes no sense for them to fight. I'm sorry, but I'm just as lost as you are. Maybe Kyoko knows what's bothering Ennoshita. Let's ask her this time. I don't know if you should insist on the subject, this seems kind of their business. Grimace, you know something you're not telling me. Pensive face, heartbreak, just one. Trust me on this one, you'll regret it later if you don't listen to me. Ennoshita and Nishinoya private messages. MXKWEL, SWENNOSHITA Chikara. OMDEW, SWKOMMOKDW answer RIGTHNOW. Ennoshita is online. Why are you blowing up my phone? Jeej, sorry, I know you don't want to talk to anyone, but it's urgent. If it's something with studies I'll go. It's not. I'll be brief, just try not to explode. I can already feel the stress in my body, just say it. Okay, so I know you like Tanaka. Asahi was with Kyoko when she overheard you talking about how you like Tanaka, so inevitably Asahi overheard you too, and you know how bad Asahi is at keeping things to himself, so he ended up telling me what he overheard. OMG, does the whole team now know? Not all but most Tanaka does not know, but he is determined to know why you are acting strange. I tried to tell him I shouldn't have, but I don't think he listened, so I had to give you a heads up. Maybe be ready to tell him yourself before he finds out otherwise. Ennoshita lost all sense of control. He couldn't miss exams, so skipping class was not an option. Or at least I could miss the last day. I didn't need such good grades anyway. He was also not able to complete each exam as well as he would have liked due to all the drama, so even if he did, he wouldn't get good results. Shuga had at least come up with an excuse for his absence from practice. For the moment, his plan not to get too close to Tanaka seemed to be working. Or almost working, because of the small detail that Tanaka had exploded his phone with messages in the last few days. Footsteps stopped at his door. Hey, processing in silence because he cannot believe his bad luck. Hey. Why are you here? You were absent today, so one of the senseis asked me to bring you the homework we have to do all summer. You've been distracted all exams. You don't seem to want to talk about it, and I may be a pain in the ass, but whatever it is seems to be draining you. So I also came to see if maybe you wanted to talk about it. Thanks for bringing me the work. And for caring, I really appreciate it. It's just not easy to say, you know. But it's silly, you don't have to force yourself to hear it. I will hear it only if you want to say it. I mean, we are friends and I may not be the best, but I care about you. I don't judge my friends, especially not the ones on the team. Tanaka genuinely believed that Ennoshita was trying to tell him about his sexuality. In fact, it's something that I feel obliged to tell you anyway. I'll just say it to move on to the uncomfortable part. I like you, of course I like you too. Whatever it is, it's not going to end our friendship, so tell me. Tanaka, no. You are so damn stupid. I'm in love with you. I've been crushing on you ever since we met. Silence loaded with regret and processing. Ennoshita regretted how passive-aggressive it had been. Oh, it's okay. Process it and let the awkwardness pass. It's okay if you need to leave. No, it's just confusing. I'd even think it's a joke if I didn't know when you were serious. I understand. Even at the beginning I thought I was trying to play a joke on myself. Ennoshita made what he thought would be a smile, but it looked more like he had hit with something, which was not so wrong. Reality had given him a good punch. He knew his chances from the beginning and inexplicably had held out some hope. He knew Tanaka had never been his, but God, he was going to miss it. He was going to miss their closeness, yet ironically he knew that at least most of the time he had only been used as a backup. I thought you hated me, or at least that you only tolerated me. Now I feel like I was a jerk to you. In fact, I was. You didn't know. Still, I whined to you about Kyoko for almost 2 years, and you had to stay silent. And the time I made you go on that double date with me and those girls to make Kyoko jealous. Look, no matter what you do or say, it's all done. I would just appreciate it if you didn't feel sorry and didn't apologize, because that's all anyone else has been doing these past few weeks. All that is left is to move forward. The end. This is not how I expected to end it, and it wasn't even as painful as I thought, but it's okay. As always, thank you for watching, commenting, etc. It means a lot to me.